The esoteric meaning of the day of Pentecost, the celebration of the Holy Spirit, also known as the 𝐍𝐄𝐗𝐓, manifesting in this world. So let me explain. Backing up to Easter, the celebration of the rebirth of the sun, which is the celebration of spring equinox, where the sun is rebirthed, where we have a whole process of Christ being crucified on the cross, which represents many different things. In one scenario, it represents the mind being crucified, the old mind being crucified and the new mind being brought forth. Christ represents is the nature of man, us being half material, half spiritual, half matter, and half mind. Another way is half animal and half angelic, that Christ represents all of those things. So before the Christ mind, the Christ ascension, the ascended mind is fully accessed, that we live in the animalistic nature. When we first come here as children, we want things now, but as we continue to mature, that the animalistic parts of ourselves succumb to the mental aspects of ourselves. The lower nature, the material, succumbs to the mental planes. When Christ was crucified on the cross, that's the animalistic nature of mankind. So when he ascended, and what came in that event is the day of Pentecost. The word Pentecost translates as the word 50. When the number 50 is broken down, we have 5, which is the numeric representation of the Spirit. The book of Acts is the 5th book of the New Testament. The number 0 represents reciprocity, service, and completions. 5 and 0 combined symbolizes the access to the Spirit. The number 7, because there's 7 Sundays from Easter, the celebration of the rebirth of the sun, 7 Sundays after Easter to the day of Pentecost. Number 7 is the completion of a cycle and the fulfillment. It also is synonymous with the Sabbath, which means rest. Be connected to forgiveness. The colors of Pentecost, which are white, associated with purity, the Holy Spirit, red, which is associated with the tongues of fire, the manifestation of angelic language, tapping into the higher angles, aka angels. Typically, the day of Pentecost falls in Gemini season, which is connected to Mercury, and Mercury is the messenger of the gods, and also has been known to be linked to Christ. This event typically falls in between the Gemini new moon and the Sagittarius full moon, 2 pillars in the Old Testament mentioned in Exodus 13 that details the people of IsRahEL being led through the desert by 2 pillars. 1 pillar of smoke in the daytime, and that's the air energy that's connected to Gemini, the mental planes, and the second pillar led by night was a pillar of fire that is connected to Sagittarius, and that's a fire energy, and it represents the material realms, mind and matter, mental planes, and we have the physical realms.